I tried to beat Super Mario Galaxy 2 while always crouching. About 2 years ago, I attempted this challenge with the original Mario Galaxy, but I think that now is the time to do the sequel. And the rules are pretty simple. I have to crouch all the time. Does this mean I'll have to move slower than a toad for the entire game? Well, not really. As you can see, I can just do some backflips and this allows me to move a bit faster. Plus, once I met this little Luma guy, I learned how to do a spin attack, allowing me to go even faster. Obviously, it's still pretty slow, and I have to say it's a bit comical to see Bowser crushing the castle while Mario moves super slowly while crouching, but alas, I still got to the star launcher and launched myself right into the first level. Welcome to Sky Station Galaxy, and this first level is actually not too difficult. It's actually a great place to learn our new ways to move. It's slow, clunky, and a bit weird, but it works nonetheless. What doesn't actually work that well are boss battles. Pee-wee Piranha is typically a walk in the park, but now that we move extremely slow, well, hitting his butt isn't that easy. Thankfully, you can backflip above him, and if you land at the right spot, you can do your spin attack and hurt the guy. The second phase ain't that easy though, because he moves and jumps super fast. Heck, okay, I'm gonna have to admit, I'm gonna have to tell you guys, but I actually died to Pee-wee Piranha. I know, shameful. Eventually, I did beat the dude and moved on to Yoshi Star Galaxy. This level is home of everybody's favorite green dinosaur, and even he will crouch with us. Fun, right? Well, not really. You see, you can't really do backflips with Yoshi because while crouched, if you jump, you just hop off his saddle. Thing is, you kinda need Yoshi to eat those fruits to proceed in the level, and without being able to jump up those little hills, we're in big trouble. I tried to fall down a pit to try to flutter jump my way up the hill, but alas, I just fell to my doom. Yoshi cannot do a spin jump, but he can spin his nose if you shake the Wiimote, and while he's in this state, if you instantly push A, Yoshi will actually jump up, as the crouching animation is kind of cancelled. This new technique, which I will name the Yoshi nose jump, will allow us to proceed through the level while crouching, and that's pretty good. The last part of the stage scared me a bit, as I just couldn't make this jump using the Yoshi nose jump, but alas, there are multiple Yoshi eggs in this section, so just grab the one that's up there and you'll get to the star. The second one was actually impossible to get, as you need to jump on those big wooden blocks, and the Yoshi nose jump can only get you so high. So yeah, let's go back to Sky Station and grab another star if possible. And it is possible! The second star will force you to avoid some giant bullet bills and some evil Shadow Mario clones, but everything is possible if you perfect your backflips. Next up we have the Spin Dig Galaxy, which is all about grabbing these spin drills items to dig up paths to get to the next planets. Guess what? While Mario is holding onto the spin drill, he doesn't actually crouch and get his full movement. Technically, I'm always holding the Z button, so I am crouching even though you can't see it. This makes this level a complete and total joke. As the second star is once again all about spin drills, well, it's gonna be easy to get it. Fluffy Bluff Galaxy featured Cloud Mario, and with that new power-up, our backflips are stronger than ever, allowing us to get to the star. Right Side Down Galaxy also wasn't too bad, and I even managed to clear all of the trash for this little annoying robot, so that's pretty cool. Time to meet our friend Junior in his fiery flotilla, and the stage isn't too bad. There's a couple enemies here and there, but no issues defeating them with backflips. Even the boss, Gobblegut, was actually simple to defeat. You can use backflips to dodge his attacks and then just get close to him and pop those big red pimples with a spin attack. With that guy out of the way, I can now move on to World 2. The first place to check out here is the Puzzle Plank Galaxy, and this level features a lot of wood planks. We sometimes have to hurry up when the saws cut the planks down, but if you do the backflips fine, you can make it in time. Boulder Bowl Galaxy allows you to turn into a bowling ball, getting you super far while crouching. But I have to admit that defeating the boss is kinda tough. You have to keep rolling and rolling, hoping you don't bump into that guy, and when he gets dizzy, you roll into his butt. Do that 2 more times and you'll be good. Hightail Falls Galaxy is next, and as long as you eat those red peppers, you'll be running all over the place, so crouching will not be a problem at all. The secret star wants you to collect those shards by catching those little frog dudes, and that would probably be impossible if it weren't for Yoshi's tongue. Thank you, green friend. If you've played this game before, then you know Wild Glide Galaxy is all about gliding using some weird Wiimote controls, so that star was simple to obtain. Cosmic Cove Galaxy showed me that holding down the Z button to always crouch has a couple downsides. Number 1, you can't use a shell underwater, as it just sort of breaks, and second, you can't actually ice skate while crouching. That's okay though. Slowly make your way up the frozen waterfall to get to the star. We can get another one in this galaxy by swimming through this cave and digging holes in the planet with the spin drill. Time to check out Bowser's Lava Lair, and the level will require you to make some scary jumps here and there, especially this snake block part where there are lasers all over the place. Truly spooky. But the level in itself is actually the easy part, because the fight against Bowser is where things will go bad. Not being able to run will make this fight truly difficult. You'll have to backflip to dodge his fire attacks and hope that he punches the planet in a way where you can instantly backflip on one of those floating boulders to send it back. As you can probably tell, there's a lot of luck involved during this fight, but if all planets align correctly, literally, you'll get 3 hits and he'll be done for, which is pretty cool because now we can get to World 3. Tall Trunk Galaxy will force you to use more of the Yoshi nose jump technique in order to grab all of the star shards and to get up to the star, but it's all possible. The big slide star is also quite simple, and with that done, let's move to the next level. Cloudy Court provides you with the Cloud Suit, and with it, you can create clouds that will lead you to the star quite easily. The second star was a bit stressful, because you have to get 5 silver stars while running away from cosmic clones, and since we can only crouch and backflip, well, we must not make a single mistake. Freezy Flake requires you to be fast while you melt down the icy statues, but I think I'm getting pretty good at backflipping really fast, so I did it. Defeating Sorbetti was okay, but I did have to be lucky in order to be right where I needed to be to hit his big red nose. It was a bit annoying and painful, but it is possible. Haunty Hall's Galaxy was a nightmare from beginning to end. I had to make so many scary backflips during this part with the floor that moves left and right and vanishes if you're not fast enough. Took me a couple tries to figure it out and get it right, and what did I get for beating this part? Well, a second part, this time with Yoshi, that's actually impossible. You're meant to eat some light fruits and move quickly to the next one, and the first few fruits are reachable. But soon, you'll get to a part where there's just no way to get to the next fruit without running. I kept dying, and I soon realized that this star might actually not be possible for this challenge. But as this level is on a split path, well, we can actually get to another galaxy, the Rolling Masterpiece one. And as you just need to roll this ball from beginning to end, it's quite easy. I needed a few more stars, so I visited the Flip Swap Galaxy, which was actually not too bad. Backflipping actually makes this galaxy a bit easier, so there's that. I also fought Dig a Leg, but with only 1 health point, and I won. I then attempted the Monkey Challenge and got another star from there by bouncing on all of those enemies. Time to fight Junior once again, and getting to him wasn't actually easy. You have to use Yoshi throughout the entire level, limiting your moves. The Yoshi nose jump technique was used multiple times during the stage, and guess what? I actually found a way to improve it. If you spin, jump, and spin immediately in midair, you can actually go even higher. Whoa! I'll call this new technique the Yoshi knows double jump technique, and it's even better. We'll have to master it if we want to defeat the boss, which was a bit difficult, but by jumping above all of the lasers, we can actually make it out alive. World 4, here I come. Supermassive Galaxy is next, and with those giant blocks come giant gaps to jump across. It's not gonna be easy, let me tell you. This part with those giant thwumps was actually quite scary, but by planning ahead correctly, I made it across. Nicobbq Galaxy was simple, as you can use a beam mushroom to turn into a bee and fly all over the place. Flipsville was super simple, and the boss fight was the easiest one so far. Crouching doesn't make it difficult at all. I also got another star from this galaxy using my spin drill. Starshine Beach is easy, but oh so boring. Moving super slowly as Yoshi gets tedious real quick. The second star was a bit boring too, but I managed to get it nonetheless. I expected Clockwork's Galaxy to be a bit difficult, but alas, backflipping is all that was needed to guide those chain chomp balls back to where they needed to be to get through the level and get the star. Using the Spring Mushroom, we can also get another one quite easily. Honeybloom Galaxy is a 2D level with a bunch of Beam Mario power-ups, meaning I got 2 stars quite fast, and without any problems whatsoever. I even got another star from Cloudy Court by moving super fast while backflipping, so that's pretty cool. Let's go see my pal Bowser, and the level was actually pretty simple, but the boss fight, just like the previous one, was a bit tricky. You have to dodge all sorts of attacks with the backflips. It's really hard, but it is possible though. World 5 starts off with the Space Storm Galaxy, which does feature a section that scared me a bit. You see, you're meant to guide this Babam from the outside through this narrow pathway without him falling down, and since I can only crouch and backflip, it was a bit more difficult than it typically is. Thankfully, I got him around there, and when he blew up, he opened up the way for me. So yeah, it kind of worked out in the end. The second star was actually way easier to obtain, allowing me to move on to the Upside Dizzy Galaxy. Wait for the arrows to be pointing to the right side and you'll get the star. Boo Moon Galaxy was a bit tricky, especially this section with all of the snake blocks. I had to be real fast with my backflips in order to make it to the end, but it is possible. Getting a second star was pretty simple though, as it's just a matter of moving around as Boo Mario. Slip Sand Galaxy is an easy one, as you can just backflip out of the sand when needed. Also, the boss was pretty simple to beat with the Fire Flower. Crossing the quicksand on the infamous Sandbird was a bit more difficult than it typically is, but I still managed to dodge all of the cacti and other hazards on the way. Shiverburn Galaxy featured a bunch of very tricky jumps to make above the hot steaming lava, and the boss fight was also a bit tricky, but as long as you keep jumping and moving out of the way of the lava boulders, you'll be good. Fleet Glide was a pretty annoying level, but it was not because I had to crouch. Bowser Jr. Boom Bunker is up, and only the first part of the stage was difficult, like guiding this bullet bill so that it breaks the glass cage up there was pretty challenging, but I managed to eventually do it by starting on the green robot there instead of the mud on the side. After this is done, I'm not gonna lie, the rest is actually a piece of cake. Even the boss fight was pretty simple. Melty Monster Galaxy started off with a bowling game that was actually quite simple. The first star also wasn't that bad, provided you dodge all of those annoying monsters. And finally, the last one only requires you to roll all over the place. All in all, this place gave me lots of stars with low effort. Clockwork Runes was a bit more stressful with all of those big cogs that can actually crush you, but I managed to get the star nonetheless. Flash Black Galaxy wasn't really difficult if you wait for the lights to flash before you move. Slimy Spring Galaxy was kinda difficult, as we can't hold a shell to swim fast underwater while crouching, so we just have to swim and shake the Wiimote and hope that we can make it on time. But guess what? It is tight, but it is possible. The second part was actually quite easy, as it features those speed rings. So yeah, that's done. Throwback Galaxy was a pretty good level, and defeating King Wump was simple. Getting all 5 silver stars was also pretty easy, especially using Cloud Mario. Battle Belt Galaxy wasn't too bad, although some enemies go kinda fast and you have to stun them with star bits so you can defeat them. Now, I need a couple more stars before destroying Bowser for good, so I went back and collected some from older levels. I am finally ready to visit Bowser's Galaxy Generator. This level features a bunch of little challenges, but to be fair, they can all be completed without too many issues. The boss fight is pretty much the same thing as the previous 2, so if you're being careful, you'll defeat Bowser. So let's grab the final Grand Star and... oh shoot! Bowser is still alive! Let's ground pound a couple more planets up his face, and there we go. We saved the world! Oh, hey Rosalina, I think you're in the wrong game, I'm just saying. Yes, it is possible to beat Super Mario Galaxy 2 while always crouching. It wasn't easy, and it took me a really long time to get all of the stars I needed, but I still managed to do it. Thanks a lot for watching this video, I hope you enjoyed it, smash like for more challenges, and as for me, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!